Good morning, guys. That is the accurate gold and silver price. I just changed it. Goya CEO warns world of the brink of food crisis. Okay, Goya Foods. They're worth $1.5 billion. They've been in business over 80 years. They employ 4,000 people. Earbud warning. There's going to be lots of warnings in this. I have highlighted the quotes in green. Those are the quotes. The pink is the warnings, and the yellow is just part of it, some highlighted stuff. But there's some things that I'm going to bring to your attention. I'm going to try to cut out all the words that don't mean anything so you get the meat of this story. If you're interested in the story, I'll put it everywhere. Telegram, the comments, the description. And if I don't, that means I forgot. Somebody tell me in the comments. Thank you. So, Goya Foods, Bob, I'm going to screw this up. I'm just going to call him Bob. Warned on Tuesday that the world is on the brink of a food crisis. Do I need to smack the anvil again? Because I really like doing it. It's fun. We are on the precipice. This is a quote. We are on the precipice of a global food crisis. Okay, so who is Goya Foods? What are they? What are they doing? I like the guy. I'm going to jump down to the bottom on his quotes about why he thinks we're in the mess we're in. And then I'm going to go back to 2020 and 2021 where the left jumps on him for saying some things that he thought was good about President Trump. Check it out. That this is a pretty good guy. It seems like he's he is one of the fringe minority.
Small fringe minority.
They, talking about the Russians, attacked irrigation systems, they've attacked train system, and they've sent millions of women and children into exile, arguing that the U.S. has provoked, in a way, this war by showing an incredible weakness. That is so true. There are weak, pathetic, spineless,
lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkeys.
Bought and paid for people that are running this country right now, and they're running it straight into the gutter. And society is showing it. Inflation is showing it. The fuel prices are showing it. Bob said the U.S. will likely dodge that threat given. Quote, we have an abundance. Okay, he's talking about food insecurity now. And he's saying the U.S. has an abundance. And we do. I have said this many times. It's going to be disgusting to watch what happens in Africa, in other places. Our food security is better than them by far. And we're going to still be, the floatiest, most fibrous turd in the punch bowl for now. Quote, the countries that will suffer are the innocent ones of Africa and around the globe. Bob argued that the United States will be the last country impacted. However, he warned, this is the guy that runs the food industry. He's the big food player. This is what he does for a living. Like if I warn you how to weld a piece of pipe, hey, don't do this or this is going to happen, I know what I'm talking about because I've done it every day. Him and his family have done it for over 80 years. This isn't some Joe Blow off the street. And he's a conservative. He warns that the U.S. will have to tighten our belt and consume less. So it's not going to be fun. I think it's going to get a little worse than just tightening our belt later on in the Thunderdome. But right now he's saying, hey, it's fixing to tighten up. Get ready. Let's go back just to show you what kind of guy he is. He said after Trump was elected, we are truly blessed at the same time to have a leader like President Trump who is a builder. Okay. He said, and so we have an incredible builder, and we pray for our leadership, our president, and we pray for our country that we will continue to prosper and grow. The left green weenies lost their minds, attacked him. AOC boycotted his country. They had this big boycott. Oh, because he is a Spanish business owner, and they ridiculed, called him all kind of names. I'm not going to go there. it was disgusting what they were trying to do. But wait a minute, it gets better. But wait, there's more. Goya Foods, again under fire after CEO spouts more false election claims. So he came out and said, hey, the election was stolen. I think it's obvious. To me, I just can't imagine creepy old Uncle Joe talking about the hair on his legs. Touch the hair on my legs. Smelling heads and just weird, eating ice cream like Homer Simpson. I can't imagine that guy beating out Donald Trump. So, I don't know. I think he's right. After AOC did her little rant about how awful of a person he was and all this stuff, it turns out when she boycotted us, our sales actually increased 1,000%. So we have given AOC an honorary. We have never been able to hand it to her, but she got the Employee of the Month for bringing attention to Goya. So the fringe minority went out and bought Goya Foods because they like what he said. We're not the fringe minority. We're the majority. Okay? You got to understand that. But now I want to go back into the article. This will be so much you can read it for yourself. But hang in there with me, please. And hit the like button if you can. And share this out with other people that need to know. The Labor Department said earlier this month, gasoline, health care, groceries, and rents rose only 8.5% in March from last year. The fastest pace since December 1981. Price increases were widespread. Energy price rose a stunning 11% in March. Just in March, 1 month. And are up 32% from last year. Gasoline on average cost 48% more. This is what's going to crush the country. Fuel prices are what's going to stop this food and all these things, farming, all this stuff. It takes diesel, it takes fuel, it takes oil. As of this month, like cereal and bread products have gone up 10%. All right? So whoever is just barely making it, which is most people, that's the way it is, they're going to eat 10% less bread. I guess that's the way it's going to roll out if you don't have enough money. If you're just right there and you're the average that has $500 in a bank account or less, you get to eat 10% less in bread. Poultry, fish, and meat, 13.8% above what you've been paying. So it's already up. Now it's 13.8 more. So you get to eat 13% less of that because you don't have the money. Fresh fruits and vegetables, 8.1%. And eggs, 11.2%. So, and people are already strapped. Inflation's already bad. And now you get to eat that much less. Your kids are going to eat that much less. That's what happens. What's going to happen next month when diesel goes maybe up another 10, 20%? You're going to drive 10 or 20% less? There's a lot of talking here about Russia and Ukraine. They supply 29% of the global wheat exports, and that's going to starve the hell out of a lot of people that deal through the Black Sea region. Read it for yourself. I just wanted you to know about this. I want to smack the anvil a little bit because it's fun, and it's really a warning. It's like, hey guys, this is really happening in our lifetime. This is going down. We're watching the collapse of the United States that is being led by weak, pathetic men. I don't even want to call them men. They're just worms. Weak, pathetic worms that are leading this country into disaster. And they're putting it under the guise of ESG and saving the planet while India and China are raising their coal production up 700 metric tons because they've got to have energy while we're taking our power plants out. I'm fixing to do a story on that next. It's obvious what's going on. They're bought and paid for. They're scoundrels. They're scumbags. And I just want to make videos about it. And I'm going to Goya Foods. Well, I'm actually going to Puerto Rico. Goya Foods is there, and I would like to talk to the president, but he gets a lot of heat for saying things. I don't know if he'll do it or not. We'll see. Have an awesome, awesome day. Later.